All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the Boston Celtics and the Portland Trailblazers. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
Here's Drexler. Shoots over White. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Drexler really clever in how to take advantage of opportunities he gets to score inside.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Now Brown. The ball's knocked loose. Porter with the steal. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here's Robinson. Here's Drexler to the left side wing. Here's Kersey.
And Brown just doing a nice job using his body well at the defensive end of the floor. He's a physical player who I think does a really good job challenging shooters. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Drexler passes to Porter. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Brown, that's good.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no...
With Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Portland's head coach. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants older guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Holiday against Porter. Outside Tatum. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Nails it from 3.
Well, that's a nice up-tempo play from Holiday. Got the rock and didn't waste any time finding his shot.
Holiday against Porter. It's stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
Blazers trail by 5. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Holiday. Porter, the pass to Drexler. Shoots over White. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Drexler's got 6.
Fading back. Nobody there to even challenge him.
White, the pass to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Drexler. He's guarded by White. Pass to Porter. Here's Kersey. Back to Porter. Here's Duckworth. Boston pulls it in. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Brown passes to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And it's Tatum missing. Blazers trail by 6. Here's Kersey. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Porzingis finds Tatum. And here's White. Here's the three. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Kersey. An easy 2 on the layup. Kersey's gotten his second bucket.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Outside Tatum. There's the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
3 points.
Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kornet's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for White. Hauser, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Horford with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First trip to the free throw.
Routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Ainge. To the wing on the left. Here's Drexler. Tips it up. And it's Kornet with a rebound. Boston leading by 7. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Tatum. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Here's Drexler. He's got 6. Inside. Here's Williams. To end the run. No good at the rim. He got it up. He can't hit that time. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics up 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Yeah, I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Blazers trail by 9. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Luke Kornet, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Ainge. Still no points. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. The shot no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Kornet passes to Tatum. Out to Horford. Here's Hauser. Back to Horford. This one for 3. No good there. Here's Ainge. The shot comes out. Nice D from Tatum.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Out to the wing. Here's Hauser. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up. And the Celtics lead by 12.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Boston leading by 10. Pass to Pritchard. Horford outside. Winslow with the defensive effort.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the strike.
And he's not a very good foul shooter, so that's a heads-up play by the defense there.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
You know, Drexler's game is just so smooth and potent. Runs the floor beautifully, shoots the ball with tremendous confidence, and plays like a guy who can't be stopped.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Hauser. Here's Tatum, driving to the basket, rebounded by Duckworth. Blazers trail by 8. And there's the lob. It's stolen. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Al Horford's checked in for Cornet. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Pritchard. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Pritchard's got 5 points.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Here's Ainge. Pass to Duckworth. Over Porzingis. Duckworth, no good. Celtics lead by 11. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. So it's Boston now. Portland making their last shot. Here's Pritchard. That three's off the mark. So it's Portland now. How about an update on Luke Cornet? What's the latest, Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Celtics head athletic trainer. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
Well, and Allie, it appears that he needs some work done before he comes back to this one.
And we all know that if it's something he can play through, he'll be back, no doubt.
And Boston with some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Horford, and it's White in for Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Fires the three. Drexler grabs the board. Drexler's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Now here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Hauser can't get it to go. Tipped away. White with a steal. By himself. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
And the Celtics making a change here. Kate is checked in. And so Porter will bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 13-point game. Here's Holiday driving in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Holiday's got 5 points.
Boy, when he puts his head down now, Holiday is like a controlled bull heading into the ring. A lot of ferocity, but it's under control.
Here's Kersey. And here's Porter outside. No good. And that makes him 0 for 3. Celtics lead by 15. White on the wing. A minute 9 left to play in the first half. Brown, no good. Left side Porter. Hits the trifecta. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
I think the defense has to do a better job closing out on Porter. I mean, you just don't want to give that look to such an efficient outside shooter.
Brown with it. Now Porter defending. Three-pointer Holiday. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And the Celtics lead by 15. Holiday's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Here's Porter. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Terry Porter is a physical guy now. I mean, he's not that big, but he's physical. Excellent going into contact on the way up.
That's good from Porter. And so he hits both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now here's Porzingis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's a weapon Porzingis uses effectively. I mean, teams are ready for it now, but there's still not a lot you can do against him when he's knocking down the three.
Porter against Holiday. Porter looks it over.
That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Celtics out in front, up by 16. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Well, everybody, through the first half, we've seen Drew Holiday taking charge.
He's feeling it, exploiting the gaps in the defense, getting high percentage looks.
Defensively, you have to find a way to seal those gaps because he's making it look too easy.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Blazers trail by 16. And it's Duckworth in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Outside Robinson. Pass to Drexler. Here's Duckworth, defended by Porzingis. The jump hook. Duckworth, no good.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Yes, it's good. White's got 6 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Out to the right wing. Fires it. And it's Drexler missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
White on the wing. Back to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He's got 12.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
There's the drive.
Strong drive that time by Kersey, coming in with real force and intensity, and the defense was not ready for that.
Celtics lead by 19. Outside Holiday. White for 3. The shot that time not on target. Here's Kersey. He's covered by Holiday. Pass to Drexler. All alone. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
A nice shot by Tatum.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
And it's Porter with the ball for Portland. Timeout called. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Drexler passes to Duckworth. Outside Porter. 4 on the clock. Over Holiday.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender is his long arms. I mean, he excels at using them no matter who he's defending.
Tatum finds Holiday. Misses the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Porter, the pass to Drexler. Here's Duckworth. Shoots over Tatum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Celtics lead by 21. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Porter. Denied by Tatum.
There's the length Tatum provides on the defensive side. He can change a game on that end.
So it's Boston now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Outside White. Now here's Porzingis. Tight defense on him. Offline with a baseline jumper.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Tatum with some nice D. The Celtics on offense. To the middle. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude.
Power it home.
Oh, wow.
Much respect for the bounce of Drexler. I mean, this guy knows how to get up and throw it down with flair.
Portland shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Williams is checked in for Robinson. And the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in. Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Pritchard. There's the triple. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Here's Drexler. He's covered by Holiday. Here's Duckworth. Banked it in off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
And Tatum is really good at bouncing off the defense. Again, playing through contact and knocking down shots despite getting bumped and thumped on his way to the hoop.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Pass to Ainge from the arc. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Hauser from deep. He drops it from range. Hauser's got 6.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Here's Ainge. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston on offense. They're on a 17-7 run.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Porter. Here's Ainge. Releases. Again, the miss by Portland.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics another 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning. and have not stopped.
Here's Ainge. From deep three-point range, no good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Boston out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Celtics in possession here. So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Queta in at center, filling out the middle. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Saturday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they'll host the Miami Heat. And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in. Davis, that's good.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Walsh. Over to the left wing. Hauser. Off target from outside. Hauser's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Here's Drexler. And he can't bank that one in. Tries the spin move. Clock at 6. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. Here's Pritchard. Horford, right side. And the layup is good off the glass.
You know, Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts, and that makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Horford, left side. From behind the arc. Portland with a rebound. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
And it's Winslow missing. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Right side, Davis. Rebound, Boston. Horford outside. Queta, pass to Pritchard from outside the arc. Fires in the triple. Pritchard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Drexler. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage in. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And despite a struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead.
They grab their own miss. To the left wing. Pass to Drexler. Tries again. Takes it inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Cada's checked in for Boston. Now here's Porter, tightly guarded.
An efficient shooter like Porter is such a valuable asset on offense. I mean, if he can't find a shot for a teammate, he's got one of his own that he can load and launch.
That's good from Porter. Tillman's checked in for Boston. He does not get the second one. Here's Hauser. Pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Porter. Now here's Horford. And the baseline jumper goes down. Horford's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, you cannot dismiss Horford's mid-range game. I mean, he's more than happy to rise up and splash those mid-range jumpers.
Here's Drexler. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries. A minute 42 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Shireman.
Portland foul. Kevin Duckworth. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for the Celtics, Baylor Shireman. At the
first one falls. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Cada's checked in for Boston. Craig comes in for Tillman. Al Horford's checked in for Craig.
Coming onto the floor for Boston, number 42.
A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter. Drexler passes to Duckworth.
Payton Pritchard. Fourth personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls for him.
Kevin Duckworth taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Pass to Cada. Here's Shireman. For 3. Hauser, that's good.
Sam Hauser. 3.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Drexler. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, Drexler is a physical matchup for just about any defender. Draws a lot of fouls and whistles.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2, Clyde Drexler.
Good on the second one. Here's Pritchard. 59 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Horford. Goes up on the wing. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and great run to finish it off. You know, the alley-oop is a two-part play, folks. It takes a great pass, but it's much easier to execute the pass when you're throwing it to Clyde Drexler. The glide, getting up and down.
Horford outside, lets the 3 fly, and again, Boston with the triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Drexler. Horford pulls it in. Horford, a screen on Porter. Here's Pritchard. off on that one. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
But to fish it out in public, instead we try to